All right, James, let's talk NXT bet, Spud. We're going into Salt Lake City, final round. We got some interesting matchups here. Let's talk head to head. Aaron Plessinger versus Justin Cooper. The odds makers are putting Aaron Plessinger at a minus 135. They've got him taking it over Justin Cooper in a head to head matchup. Like, James, this year, Justin Cooper has beat him 10 out of the 16 rounds. So I don't know. And he's been on the podium for 2 weeks in a row. What do you think?
Well, the history would say you would lean towards Aaron Plessinger, the guy who's obviously won a race before and been riding good this last half of the season. But man, have you seen Justin Cooper ride this last few races? I don't believe he might only just not get a podium, but he might end up winning in the whole thing. You know, Justin Cooper's been riding really good. We see that. I think last weekend was in a tricky spot with him catching his teammate, almost like wanted to get around him, but I'm going to lean towards Justin Cooper for this one just because of what I've seen the last 2 weekends. I think Salt Lake City is going to be hard to beat that, the real favorite in Chase Sexton, but I think Justin Cooper definitely would be on the podium and a threat for a win. So him over Aaron Plessinger.
Okay, let's talk the podium. You kind of hinted towards it, but let's talk about the podium. The odds makers have Chase Sexton at a minus 1,200. They're basically saying he's a lock for the podium. Cooper Webb, interesting. They got him at a minus 275. Kind of a lock for the podium, but man, he only needs to finish fifth to wrap this title up. So feels like that might be aggressive. You've had some experience there. And then there's three other guys that they've got pretty good odds on. Plessinger at a 141, Cooper at a 180, and Malcolm Stewart at a 272. What do you think for the podium this weekend, James?
Well, I know that the spot that Cooper Webb's in is going to be a tough one because as a racer, how do you go to a race and not race for a win, especially a guy like Cooper Webb? When you try to protect anything in his situation, the only thing that can happen would be negative. He can lose this title if he does something crazy. So for him, it's going to be hard for him to decipher whether to just go out there and win, because I believe he's got to have that mindset to get on the podium. These other guys are too good. They're at a different level right now. They're riding. So Cooper's going to be in a tough spot. So for me, I feel like he's either going to be battling for a win or he's probably going to be around that fourth and fifth, trying to be in that championship mode, which is going to be difficult. Now, when you look at Aaron Plessinger, he's the one guy that doesn't really have a lot to race for. Obviously, podium, bonus money, all that's nice. But when you think of Malcolm Stewart and Justin Cooper, that podium spot for the overall championship is huge. That's a lot of big dollars right there. So these two guys are going to have a lot to race for. So when I'm looking at it, I think the battle is going to be between Justin Cooper and Malcolm Stewart. And, I don't know. I feel like those two will end up on the podium along with Chase Sexton, followed by Aaron Plessinger and Cooper Webb. That's just my honest opinion. So we'll see.
Man, it's James, it's going to be fun. As you said, a lot of potential money on the line for that podium bonus. So we shall see in Salt Lake City. Folks, be sure to go to your local sportsbook and check out the lines. They change throughout the week as you guys are making your bets. And James, see you in Salt Lake, bud.
Let's wrap this up. By the way, it's not a wrap-up for SMX Insider. This is just the Monster Energy Supercross finale from Salt Lake. We've got Pro Motocross and SMX playoffs and World Championship coming up. But Salt Lake specifically, you see there on the screen, race day live coverage at 1 o'clock Eastern. And then a pre-race show, which I'll be hosting along with Justin Brayton and Adam Cianciarulo at 6:30, racing at 7 East, post-race show as well. And the 3-hour race show will also air live on USA Network, or you can watch on Peacock for the SMX Video Pass.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.